Ah, hello there. Welcome on in. I am currently adjusting some things at the moment, but I shall start my stream soon. Properly start my stream soon. I'm just going through my I have a list of all of my gear. I keep track of my gear through a little sheet that I have, and I forgot to go through it and adjust it since the new tier came out, so seeing all my stuff not be BIS anymore is cry, but alas. Ow. Oh, hydrate. Hydrate. I have not done the raid yet, because yesterday I only had time to do the main story. Anyway, let's get into it. An extra body would be nice. Ah, Mance, I had a feeling you would arrive soon. Urgent tidings always seem to carry you in their wake, after all, and Master Fortuneau recently sent up word regarding his investigation. It seems he's uncovered information regarding Professor Claudian's whereabouts and the sudden appearance of Pandæmonium in the Ethereal Sea. We would do well to meet with him at once. If you have no objections, I ask that you proceed to the Aetioscope forthwith. I shall make the necessary arrangements and join you shortly. Is that because you're a dragoon? I will say this raid is going to have some major Shadowbringers spoilers. For those of you still going through Shadowbringers. One second. Oh no, I'm sure I won't remember. Why is that circle glowing? I thank you for answering my summons with haste. Let us forego formalities and jump straight to the heart of the matter. Namely, the whereabouts of Professor Claudian, who has not been seen since his ill-advised journey to Azizla. A subsequent expedition discovered an airship in the vicinity of the Ethereochemical Research Facility. Although the vessel clearly belonged to the professor, he was nowhere to be found. There were signs that someone, perhaps the man himself, had forced their way into the facility, so this trail was duly followed. However, the trail led nowhere, in the most literal sense. It was almost as if an entire sector of the facility had been wrested from existence. Further investigation confirmed the expedition party's suspicions. Nigh on an entire sector of Az's Law has been teleported elsewhere. Teleported to where? We believe that its destination was none other than the Ethereal Sea, here where its elegant facilities reconstituted as the halls of Pandæmonium, to great success as you can see. So that means Professor Claudium is in there, in that monstrous fortress. That is our leading theory. We are certain enough to at least to risk sending you into its depths in search of the missing man. Yet, before we do, there is another pressing matter. While Pandæmonium may appear firmly sealed, an unknown entity was recently spied crawling forth from its gates. We observed its behavior with the aetioscope, and to our horror, witnessed it gorging upon the surrounding ether like a ravenous beast. What? It must be stopped! The Ethereal Sea harbors the souls of the departed. 'Tis the wellspring from which all creatures are born. If its flow were disturbed, life itself might cease to be. Precisely, its safety must be our first priority. Rid us of this menace, Mance. Then we will be at liberty to investigate what wicked machinations are afoot. This memory crystal was recovered from Claudium's airship. Take it with you. It may yet provide some insight into the enigma of Pandæmonium. Is it the memory crystal from earlier? Without Themis, there will be no army of phantom warriors. I realize you are more than capable in combat, but are you certain you'll be alright? Themis isn't the only one who can summon our illusionary allies. He isn't? Why, of course, I should have known that someone of your talents would master even the ancient's arcane arts. Apologies for my failure of imagination. Once we are freed of the looming specter of Pandæmonium, you must promise to share your knowledge. For the sake of thorough reports, of course. In the meanwhile, I shall focus my efforts on providing you with what information and support I can. I shall gather researchers from the confluence to construct a means to convey you to your destination. The rest is in your hands. So who wants to do who wants to do these fights with me? I know, Volk said, so earlier. Careless. See, where are you? There's Careless. Are you on my friends list, Volk? I'm pretty sure you are. Oh, I don't see you. There you are. I forgot that that was your name. I'm gonna wait a moment to see if anyone else responds. truth, my days are stuffed to the brim, what with all the record-taking and document fetching. But worry not, the knowledge that the realm's survival hinges on my efforts sustains me. At this depth, the ethereal sea itself poses little real danger, but we know not what else awaits you. I shall monitor your health from a distance, that we might leap to your aid should a crisis be at hand. I'm gonna give it a minute, quite literally a minute, to see if anyone responds, but if no one responds, then... I'm getting a lot of "I'll join laters." I think I'm gonna keep off of VC for now. Thank you, though. Right as the song looped over. Perfect. Alright, let's see this. Anabaseios, the ninth circle. Whoa, what the fuck? What? Am I gonna pull out a Zim's crystal? Yep, I pull. Just Azim's crystal to the rescue. Cat jam and fucking deed, holy shit.
My feast must not end. My feast must not be interrupted.
I'm going to flip out with this fight. Mythic creation, Kokidos. Saicedos? Because it's Greek. The K's are C's. works of your making testify. Come take a bite.
Death brings me no peace. Such is my fate. My strength is without equal.
I'm gonna go over here. I see.
Flames take you.
I see.
My every breath is laced with magics. Ice bind you. Few can wield such power as mine. Flames take you. This shouldn't kill you.
Shouldn't.
Another fleeting diversion.
Alright, who next? I didn't recognize that voice either.
Always more killing to be done, and I'm always happy to oblige.
Yeah, I don't know.
Make it fun for me, eh?
Ah. I love Ruby Weapon.
The first drops are always the sweetest.
Oh shit.
I've had enough of you.
Ooh. I see. It was in the name.
Get my time clock.
It was rear combination. Who now? Oh. Flicker, I'm not doing Savage anymore. I'm tired of having to find groups every tier. Oh, this is a, I see. I mean, if anyone has a spot for me, maybe, but, like, I'm tired of having to find a group every single tier since, I love Behemoth. I'm tired of having to find groups every tier since, Promise. Plus, I honestly just want a break from the raids in this game. Which sucks, because it seems like this raid tier is going to be really fun. But, oh well.
Flames take you.
Over here. Because those ones went off.
Me, my darlings.
Fire's. Yep.
Find you.
Fire's gonna be the good one here. Oops, I messed up.
Ice bind you. This shouldn't kill you.
This ain't the fight for the dying begins.
You say as you're at 15%. Oop. Oh, you can see the cracks already. Front combination, fuck. Die already. Of course, he has to go through his thing. Goodbye. Cool. Alright, let's look at my list of stuff I want. Yeah. No, I just got tired of every group I joined either disbanding or otherwise just not enjoying. I don't think I'm going to PF. I don't want to subject myself to that hell. Alright, let's see here. Impressive work, Mance. Their memories of your tenacity were not embellished in the slightest. Whomstiv? Oh. Ah. Do not be alarmed. A proper introduction shall set your mind at ease. This is Athena, isn't it? I am Athena, chief key warden of Pandæmonium, wife to La Habrea, and mother to Erichthonios, and it is I who made Pandæmonium anew in the underworld. In a manner of speaking, I am the source of all your recent troubles. I must say, I did not imagine I would meet you in this age. A slight miscalculation, perhaps a fortunate one, for your deeds in the past have left quite an impression on me. I understand you have reason to be wary, but I assure you, there is no need. I know not what La Habrea has told you of me, but all that I have done out of sincere scientific curiosity. Which makes it worse, honestly, in my opinion. That appetite yet remains, even after my rebirth. Conflict is the furthest thing from my mind, and I ask that you at least hear me out before brandishing your weapon. So you have no intention of halting your research. I have not endured this long journey to let my dream of godhood go unrealized. The souls of the ethereal sea and the man you call Claudian are indispensable to my work. Worry not, for I treat all my tools with care, especially those with which I grasp godhood. You are as stubborn as La Habrea, I see. Although I speak in earnest, you refuse to hear the meaning of my words. Perhaps you would be better served by a different teacher. Luckily, you already possess the tools I require to make one for you. Yes, that crystal teems with memories. Memories of two souls you know quite well. La Habrea and Erichthonios. I shall stitch them into the fabric of two errant souls. With their help, you may come to see clearly. How? Where are we? Surely these two have much to tell you of me, and I would have you listen. Perhaps then you shall better understand my desire for godhood. There is another, but their soul has proven difficult to work with. However, with these memories I may very well manage to weave together something presentable. You have a place in my plans. I do hope that in time you come to realize that cooperation is the best path forward. I have little understanding of where we are, yet somehow I am unsurprised to find you here. At present I have more questions than answers. Perhaps you can help me address this inequity. Is there somewhere we can speak without fear of interruption? Oh, what are they for? I don't know how long it's been, Pants, but it's good to see you as ever, to see your face. Would that be under more conventional circumstances? Just where are we, and what events had led us to this unexpected reunion? Ah, yes, I remember you telling us about this memory crystal. To think that it contained our memories. This is a lot to take in, not least of all the fact that you hail from the future. I searched for you after a time, but could not find no trace. Now I know why. Our age has had its share of surprises, if my memories are to be believed. Supposedly world-ending final days came upon us, yet here we are, in a future where you at least exist. Do we overcome the despair that befalls us? Do we find a way to live on? Questions without simple answers, it seems. Let us take heart that life endured in some form, but as memories we may never have the luxury of the larger picture. Regardless, now that it has come to pass, this future must be protected from Athena's scheming. Let this conviction guide our every action. Agreed, but as memories given fleeting form, we are bereft of any physical or magical talents. We cannot aid Mance in battle. Nay, Athena meant us to speak and nothing more. But though we may be tools, we need not be slaves to her whims. We will tear ourselves from her grasp and shatter her ambitions. I must wonder how she knew of our history with Mance. Likely she possessed some means by which to observe events from within Pandæmonium, either while they were occurring or after the fact. Regardless, her knowledge far exceeds our own, a shortcoming we must remedy at once. We would do well to learn more of the Pandæmonium now dominating the landscape of souls. Mance's colleagues will doubtless prove to be of value in that respect. Pandæmonium awakens. Why do your apparent companions hesitate to approach? We may be unusual visitors, but time is of the essence. Bring them here. Although you may be but a confluence of memory, it is an honor to meet the personages I have only read of in Mance's reports. As a researcher, this is beyond exciting, but I admit to no small measure of fear as well. I know what you mean. I can scarcely stop my legs from shaking. Sorry, I was grabbing something. We're powerless to do aught but speak. I see no reason why you should be afraid. It isn't my life I fear for. I only fear that I might not have the chance to ask you all the questions now burning a hole in my mind. We stand before two of the ancients, who hold priceless knowledge beyond the ken of any of our peers. But what purpose does fear serve if it's not to be confronted and conquered? To that end, we must share with you our records, and perhaps together we can find the thread which will lead us safely out of this conundrum. Information shall be our most precious resource, for that is the only weapon we can wield in these forms. Our memories are at your complete disposal. We can start with Athena, whose thirst for discovery would see all life consumed. Her desires haven't changed. She still seeks to transcend her mortal existence so that she might unravel the mysteries of life. She would become a god. A nebulous concept, but Athena had her own ideas on what divinity entailed. In her mind, a god can create souls at will. Thus she chose the underworld, or the ethereal sea as it is known in this age, as the staging ground for her final experiments. Here lies a practically bottomless well of aether. Even if it means stemming the flow of life itself, she intends to continue her work. She thinks of nothing else. We caught a glimpse of Athena as we came into this world. Her smile, her voice, they were just as I remember. Without even realizing it, I found myself feeling an affection for her. Don't look at me like I've gone mad. I'm not asking you to join her side. I know the true Erichthonius would never want that. But these emotions remain, in memory if nowhere else. We shall remain here to compile what information we can. You must infiltrate Pandæmonium and seek out Athena. I would ask that you leave the memory crystal with us. It may hold secrets which have yet to be unveiled. All that's left is to cross that menacing threshold. Shall we take a closer look? I have one question for you. Does the word Arasite mean aught to... God fucking damn it. Arasite? Why, yes, there are a few records of it. There are a few records of its existence. It mainly makes appearances in the legends of Ivalice and entails concerning the Asian law. Entails concerning an entity known as an Asian. This personage is associated with black Arasite known as the Heart of Sabik, a source of considerable power. Yes, I have done Ivalice. I see, so time has not buried it. There's theories. Before I continue on, there were theories that the P8S song, White Stone Black, there were theories that the lyrics to that song are about the Heart of Sabik. So let's see how true those theories are. Alright, I think some other people wanted to join. But yeah, I have done the Ivalice raids. I know the whole Aurasite thing with Ultima. I'm going to assume that this raid might connect Ivalice and Ultima weapon together somehow. I can see that happening. Don't tell me if I'm correct. Let me figure it out myself. Right. From outside, Pandæmonium looks no different than it does in the past. However, there is no guarantee that the inside will be familiar. You would do well to secure the area near the entrance first. Once it has been cleared of threats, La Habrea and I can approach, and we can shall begin our exploration of the interior. The portal should convey you to Pandæmonium's gates. I hardly need to tell you to keep your weapon at the ready. I knew you would come. I never lost faith that we would meet again. I told you as much, did I not? I understand you may be confused. I was too at first. You see, I am not the true Themis. I was made by Athena, molded from one of the many souls at her disposal. I am only an illusion built from memory, no more real than La Habrea or Erichthonios. Even so, I believe I have a grasp on the situation. This is the distant future. A future where Athena lives once more, although the means of her rebirth are yet beyond me. You are here to stop her. Have I had the right of it so far? Very good. I would be disappointed if you did not rise to her challenge. Although, I am sorry to say I cannot aid you. My creator has tampered with my essence, and I am oddly inclined to act in her interests. I can do naught but offer you words of warning. We will fight, and it cannot be avoided. There is no need for that pained expression. Remember, I am but an illusion. Nothing worth shedding tears over. I would feel terrible if I had to trounce Elidibus again. I know not what is in your mind, but I must stress once again that I cannot defy the urge to stand against you. Athena's hold over me is unyielding. Still, I would ask that you listen carefully to advice I offer you now. Athena has prepared a new vessel to replace Erichthonios, so that she may become a god. By gathering the souls readily available in this sea of ether, she tampers her own essence. Yet the souls are faint, diffuse. She doubts whether they are sufficient for her goals, so she has turned her gaze to you. Despite your thin aether, you managed to lay Hephaestus low, and Athena would know the secret of your strength. To that end, she has prepared an experiment for her observation. Fight for your life against Athena's creation, and in doing so, give her the knowledge she desires. Oh. Oh. The boss is just... The boss is just Pandæmonium itself. Ah, orb. What's happening? Athena has made her move. We must find a way to reach her, or all is lost. We can do but little but hope for Mance's success. Oh. Pandæmonium, once a mass of lifeless stone, now imbued with a soul. Athena has grown much since her death at La Habrea's hand. Although the souls she creates are imperfect, they act with absolute obedience. I know you shall cut your way through this monster, as you have so many others. Then you shall come before me. Do not hesitate to do what you must, for that is the only way to stop Athena. P10 is now accessible. Yep. Anabaseios, the 10th circle, now accessible. Howl's Moving Castle by Studio. Also, thanks Nago, thanks Zari. Just kill them all, that's the plan. Got a spot, I do have a single spot. Also, welcome on in, Zari. You got here at a good time, yeah. We're doing the new raid. We're on the second of the 4 bosses.
I am Pandæmonium. From countless failures have I wrought miracles. Into soulless vessels I breathe life.
Demonic dungeon. Pandemonium.
You will go no further.
This arena is very
Like a
small.
spider, I spin my web. This prison offers no escape.
I see. I see. Ultima?
I mustn't disappoint Lady Athena.
Oh, I see.
Stay where you are. Webs like unto chains.
Oh,
A tangled morsel, awaiting death.
we can go over here now. Interesting. I'm dying.
All paths lead back to me.
Yeah, we were saying that last fight, the music here is going harder than it needs to.
Of Lady Athena's power.
See.
Stay where you are. A tangled morsel, awaiting death.
I've never heard anything like this in this game, honestly.
All paths lead back to me.
Like, Soken, what the fuck are you doing?
These paths are unbreakable.
Oh. I think I have to go over here. Yep. Interesting.
I am Pandæmonium, and these cells are mine! Stay where you are. Bear yourselves to me.
Harrowing hell. Ah. Oh.
Your punishment shall be unending.
Oh, shit. Of your making, testify, come take a bite.
I'll give you special cells. Your soul screams! Wet like unto chains!
Mithras? Yeah, why did you do that?
These bars are unbreakable. Stay where you are.
There we go. Well, that's the second boss down. This is just the normal mode of the raid, not the hardcore version. Yeah, you tried to LB and got murked. Oh, thank fucking God it doesn't just drop a random art loot piece on my lap. I was about to fucking scream at you guys. That was a beautiful display as always. I stand enchanted by your grace in battle. Myths, is that... Pandæmonium's final gate has been cast wide. I shall await your arrival beyond. Apologies for not coming sooner. This space is enveloped by some fell energy, and we couldn't risk venturing through it before taking due precautions. Were my eyes mistaken? Was that Themis? Mm-hmm. Tell us what you know. We must consider our next course of action carefully. Yeah. Yeah. That must have been Themis, but how? Yeah. This, that, and the other thing. I ought to have anticipated this. If she bore witness to past events within Pandæmonium, Athena would have found Elidibus impossible to overlook. Few possess such a talent for magics, to say naught of the emissary's discerning of judgment. And so she found his soul upon the tides of the ethereal sea, and used his memories to craft a puppet that would serve her whims. But is what Themis said true? She imbued Pandæmonium itself with a soul? To breathe life into that which should never live. Athena's research is fast approaching its culmination. Fortunately, with the information shared with us by your friends, we've made some strides toward figuring out how to stop her. A crystal called the Heart of Sabik may be the key. Beat the heart of Sabik, the heart of Sabik, the heart of Sabik. The researchers related a quick but thorough history of events leading to the present, the sundering of the star, the emergence of the Asians, and the calamities that they brought to bear upon the realm. Tales that under other circumstances would have considered childish fantasy, if not for a name that rang true to La Habrea's memories. The Heart of Sabik. To you, the secret of the Ultima weapon's might, not least the spell known as Ultima, and a source of enduring mystery. We are told that a general from the Garlean Empire was gifted this Orosite by an Asian, that the Ultima weapon might be perfected. The identity of this shadowy benefactor, however, remains a curious unknown. You seem to be a veritable trove of uncommon knowledge. Is there aught you are withholding? Very well. At present, the Heart of Sabik itself is of greater of a moment. It is a creation of Athena's, made during her time with the words of La Habrea. This predates even Pandæmonium's construction. She brought before us a crystal she claimed to have chanced upon, saying it contained immense power. She dubbed it Orosite, studying it with fervor unusual even for her. The eventual fruit of her efforts was a Snagian crystal unlike aught we have ever seen, the Heart of Sabik. Oh! Evilise question! Evilise question! Evilise raid question! Evilise raid question! Evilise raid question! Did Athena encounter Ultima the High Seraph, perchance? An unexpectedly specific question. I gather that the Heart of Sabik is not the only Orosite in this era. Regardless, I know not of this High Seraph. Athena was never forthcoming as to how she found the crystal, though we came to suspect it was not of our star. Much later, we discovered that Orosite magnifies its desires of those who come into contact with it. This would do much to explain Athena's actions following her recovery of the crystal. Alas, this realization came too late. By the time I moved to seal the Orosite and its insidious influence away, Athena's plot had already been laid. So what became of the Heart of Sabik? I took it from Athena's laboratory after I ended her life. The density of the ether within was unlike anything I had observed. I knew its capacity for destruction, but further analysis proved impossible. I elected to safeguard it myself. It is possible that Athena herself obstructed the crystal's contents. Even were her memory stored within, I would have remained in ignorance. If she included some mechanism by which to give these memories form, as she did with our own, she would be reborn. Ironic that I should have protected those very memories in the name of safeguarding the star. Fate is loath to see mistakes go unpunished. That monster unleashed Ultima? I can only guess that it was Athena's hand that placed such magic within the heart of Sabik. If so, it's only natural that she would gift her own creations with such power. The Emissary's Judgment. I have told you all I know of Athena and the many secrets she kept hidden from the world. If she indeed stored her memories within the heart of Sabik, we must ask ourselves how they were awakened in this age. When was the crystal last sighted? During my fight with the Ultima weapon, like 10 years ago. In which you triumphed, but failed to recover the heart. Yet, according to your colleagues, there was another on the battlefield that day, an Ascian. And this selfsame Ascian was later struck down at the location known as the Etherochemical Research Facility. I heard that name, and recently, the site of Professor Claudian's disappearance. Indeed, he was tracing an ethereal signature resembling that of the memory crystal in his possession. A signature that may well belong to the heart of Sabik, in which case it is no coincidence that Athena's awakening followed. But what reason would he have to bring her back to life? Was this his mind, not his own? Who could have been that Ascian's name? Who knows? Yet more questions without answers. Although Athena's essence is that of memory, her magics have not suffered for lack of a physical body. As the world is now, it should not be possible, but she must have found a suitable vessel. If Elidibus is to be believed, she readies the vessel for godhood, and is perilously close to success. It beggars belief, as you well know. You were the linchpin of her ambition. Yours was the only form that could contain the immense power Athena required, and has long since turned to dust. As pleasant as this discussion is, we require more information if we're to unravel this mystery. You know who awaits you, Mance. Themis. I fear you won't find him so cooperative as we're accustomed to. We know not how vast the space beyond these gates may be, but somewhere within lurks Athena, with Elidibus leashed at her side. This may be a simplistic theory, but hear me out. If Themis arose from his memories intact, he'll be eager to see reason. We need only break the magics that bind him to regain our old ally. When I had fallen under Hephaestus' influence, you didn't stop trying until I was freed. I would ask that you do the same for Themis. Though none of us are real in the conventional sense, I feel it must be done. Themis would never have wished to be your enemy. Never wished to be my enemy. While Erichthonius' perspective is a sentimental one, Elidibus may possess privileged knowledge. To question him unimpeded by magics would be ideal. Aegidius broke free of her bonds in her final moments, suggesting that Athena's hold weakens under the weight of combat. You might use the same principle to unshackle Elidibus' mind. Elidibus's. But remember that our very nature is fragile. Even if he inhabits a vessel with which to meet you in battle, I am certain it is not meant to endure. If left weakened for too long, his aether may dissipate back into the ethereal sea. You had best act quickly. I just realized it's also raining here. Anabaseios, the 11th circle. Yup. Called it. Fight 3 time! Fucking blocked off these. Alright, let's see. What do you got for me, Elidibus? How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Anabaseios, the 11th circle. Anabaseios? Ooh. Is this the... Convocation? The song! The song from the trailer! The song from the trailer!
I suppose I have Athena to thank for this incarnation. I have long considered how I might stand against you, I admit.
His
In
voice?
transformation, I present to you my truth. I am Elidibus.
Oh. I didn't expect him to still have the same voice, honestly, from before. Ephemeral Justice, Themis.
My heart quivers in anticipation.
That's probably a raid wide. Yep.
Will light embrace or darkness consume?
It really just is E11 again. Huh. The cooler E11. I will never get tired of this song. Any remix of it.
Submit to the emissary's judgment! The balance must needs be maintained. Will you be judged worthy to exist? These magics are not for you to wield.
Dark and light. I understand that mechanic now. Hopefully.
Will light embrace or darkness consume? Will you be judged worthy to exist?
Oops.
Now to take your measure.
Oh, that's clever.
Power from beyond!
In monochrome melodies, our tears are painted in red, bleeding to the
I
end.
am the emissary, and I shall never
Inside,
die.
there's nothing more than scions and sinners in the rain. Do light and darkness fade?
Now to take your measure.
Endlessly, the hands of fate trained ahead, pointing to the edge. All things
These
change,
magics are not for
drawn
you
to the flame, to rise from the ashes, to begin. We first
Will you
must
be judged
see
worthy to
the
exist?
end.
Will light embrace or darkness consume? For victory!
Stance,
Warriors
dissenter.
forged in my own image.
Oh.
These magics are not for you to wield. Power from beyond! Now to take your measure. For victory!
In monochrome melodies, our tears are painted in red, bleeding to the edge. Oh. The fog has lifted. I knew that Athena's magics magnified the desires of their victim at the expense of naught else, but I never guessed what desire of mine she could exploit. Since the moment we met, I have made plain my interest in you, my desire to understand your nature. I suppose that curiosity extended to how each of us would fare in a match of strength. What is this? Free. Then I am no longer needed. No, you can't do this to me again. Do not look so crestfallen, my friend. These few moments of clarity are more than I could have asked for. You must render judgment of Athena's actions. This warmth, your aether. You've grasped the fraying strands of my being and timed them together with your own. Nevertheless, I fear that I am here on borrowed time. I only hope that I can see you through the last of our battles. Until then, I will cherish every moment. I am Melitibus, the emissary. As such, it falls upon me to judge Athena, who would disrupt our carefully maintained balance to fulfill her own desires. I swear I shall not waver in this duty. Let us return to Erichthonius and La Habrea. There is much I would share with you before we embark on our final ascent. Finally, the fucking player character heals someone in a cutscene. This isn't the first time, though, actually. Themis, it is good to see you. I knew Mance would guide you to our side once again. I am grateful he had the patience to tolerate my lapse in manners. Athena's hold upon me is broken, and I pledge every moment of my remaining time to seeing that she answer for her deeds. Very good. To that end, I would have you share what you know of her plan. Of course. As I mentioned, Athena possesses a vessel that may serve in the creation of a god. It is someone Mance knows well, a man by the name of Claudian. By a twist of fate, his body proved to be ideal for Athena's purpose. The creation of a person requires not just body, soul, or memory, but rather all three. We are made from the memories of our ancient counterparts, etched upon drifting souls and given form through the infusion of ether. We lack a physical body, yet you can see and feel us all the same. Athena is different. She has carved her memories into Claudian's soul while it was still within its body, and thus made both her own. But even she is prone to error. After the sundering, beings became more fragile in both body and soul, and this difference prevents Athena from realizing the full extent of her desires. So that's why she has turned her sights toward Mance. His uncommon strength rivals even the mightiest of our age. By scrutinizing his feats in battle, Athena aims to deduce the secret of Mance's prowess and use it to fortify her own vessel. Only then will the culmination of her research be at hand. Okay there, Omega. Then to fight Athena, we must fight Claudian as well. We need not hasten to the man's destruction. Athena can inscribe herself upon another soul, but she cannot erase its will. If we awaken Claudian's spirit to the reality of his bondage, he might be compelled to wrest his body from Athena's clutches. We still don't know why she chose Claudian. What makes him more suited than anyone else? Although I have never spoken to Claudian, I did witness an incident that may prove leverary. Blah. I didn't see the word before I skipped it, really. When instructing the vessel to do her building, she called it by a familiar name, Erechthonios. Claudian is Erechthonios' reincarnation, isn't he? What? Why would she? It is as I thought. Dun 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 dun. A mother's touch. Themis, you may have just handed us the key to rescuing Claudian. What must we do? First and foremost, we must confront Athena. She must be made vulnerable, as Elidibus was. Yet our opponent stands on the verge of godhood. As we are now, she would unmake us in an instant. Mance, we have no choice but to place the burden of our fate, and the fate of many besides, squarely upon your shoulders. I trust you have no objections. It's a burden I'm used to carrying. I imagine so. Ever have we relied upon your skill at arms. And we all appreciate Mance's willingness to fling himself at the unknown. However, we have yet to hear how this will liberate Claudian. I have a plan. Do not trouble yourself over the details. The same goes for you, Mance. You must focus the entirety of your attention on Athena. She will not be easily bested, even by one of your prowess. Then let us trust in La Habrea and prepare for the battle to come. Before we face Athena, I must know. If she had never discovered the Aura site, had never fallen under its influence, would she have lived a normal life? Would she have been a mother to me? I'm expecting that, Volk. I have asked myself the same questions. Questions with no answer, I fear. But let us put them out of our mind. There is something we must discuss, and I would do so not as La Habrea, but as a father to his son. Is it just going to give us the 12th circle immediately? Yep, it is. Okay, cool. Better have your music volume cranked to 11,000 for this fight. Oh boy. Turning it all the way up right there. Testing, testing. Is the music a little bit too loud? Is it overpowering my voice? Is it overpowering my voice? Is it too loud? Testing, testing, testing. Yes, no, maybe so. It's fine enough. Who went to AFK? Okay. I'm gonna do another ready check. Okay. Alright. Banger alert, apparently, according to literally everyone. Let's hear it. Anabaseios, the 12th circle. Anabaseios, I don't know.
You have done well to reach the seat of godhood. Now, bear your souls to me.
No. Yo. 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 Theos, Athena. Where does your sanity die?
Escape my eternal gaze.
That wing is glowing, so I assume... over here? I see.
From nothing, I mold life. You cannot escape my eternal gaze. These chains are forged from the fabric of creation.
Okay, what am I supposed to do with them? I see. I don't know what the tell was there, but I'm trusting those guys. I'll have to look better. Maybe it's the chains themselves. Oh yeah, it's the chains. It's what they're linked to. Okay. I get it. The thing that's being dragged in, it's the shape. The shape of the thing that's being dragged in.
I give voice.
Oh. Chaos bleeds. Great. Running out of arena here.
You cannot escape my eternal gaze. This is but a glimpse of a god's strength. Behold such power as you will never wield.
Add phase. Okay. Easy add phase though.
Seven hells to the pinnacle of the heavens. The world
Seriously?
trembles. Such a singularly resolute soul.
She said the fucking line.
From the fabric of creation. Shine brilliant for me. You cannot escape my eternal gaze. Today, my theory shall be proven as fact. These chains are forged from the fabric of creation. Silent vessels, I give voice.
Oh shit.
Shine brilliant for me.
It's fine. There's still a healer left.
Today, my theory shall be proven as fact.
Let's see if they live. You really should have, you should have invulned there. You really should have invulned there. Nope.
Chains are forged from the fabric of creation.
Oof. That just means more jamming to this song, yeah.
Show me your all, that I might become divinity manifest. You cannot escape my eternal gaze.
I understand that mechanic, thankfully.
From nothing I mold life. You cannot escape my eternal gaze.
Oh wait, wrong. Yep.
These chains are forged from the fabric of creation. Shine brilliant for me! To silent vessels, I give voice.
Anabaseios. That's how you say it. Because you just said it right there. Alright, I won't fuck this one up, thankfully.
You cannot escape my eternal gaze.
Light into your eyes. Scream all you like, your gods can't hear you.
This is but a glimpse of the god's strength.
Perfectly timed for the ad phase, honestly.
You will never win.
Perfectly timed the ad phase with the music, I'm not gonna lie. Got it. Easy. Oh god, I just noticed the eyes in the background. What is the weather here? And Pandæmonium, of course. The weather is Pandæmonium. Alright. Let's end this. Countless years I waited within that stifling crystal. And now, when my dream is finally within reach, you stand in my way. Your dream is naught but selfish ambition. Its fulfillment would benefit only you. And why, Athena? At the end of this road to godhood, what did you hope to find? It matters not. The fact remains that she worked against the interests of the star. Even so, I would hear her answer. I would know why my mother cast us aside. How unlike you, Erechthonios. You were never so inquisitive before. Having struck upon a hypothesis, there is but one thing the wise woman desires. Irrefutable proof. It's not Athena, is it? My theory was that any true god would see us as we are, imperfect. She would hammer out our flaws, and build something greater. To prove this could not but benefit the star. To prove this could not but benefit the star, I would give it the perfect stewards, that it might shine brighter than any other. And you would destroy the lives already upon it. In that, I am no different from our peers. Over the course of aeons, how many creations have we wrought? Such creatures cannot but usher their inferior predecessors into oblivion. Even without our meddling, nature would take the self-same course. If the destination is the same, is it somehow worse to arrive there by the guidance of a god? I think not. The Orosite made such thoughts irresistible, perhaps, but it cannot have created them from whole cloth. This is Athena's truth. What right have you to pass judgment? You are but a vessel for my masterwork. Your purpose ends there. My only mistake was leaving you possessed of a soul. What are you saying? Poor Erechthonios. always the last to arrive at the obvious conclusion. I gave birth to you for a single reason, that you might serve as my tool. And like any tool, I crafted you to suit my needs, that you might accept my essence when the time came. Of course, I also made you more amenable to my demands, and ensured that you would feel a cloying affection for your dear mother. However, it seems that my tinkering was insufficient. My feelings were of your design. Okay, the music is a bit overpowering now, but oh well. You created a boy unable to grasp even the simplest magic, ever hopelessly clinging to his mother's robes, unable to do otherwise. I was doomed from the start. Yet here you are, standing in defiance of her design. You are more than what she made you. I still feel the sting of it, but with pain comes clarity. You ill deserve to wear the mantle of a god. As stubborn as you are witless. If this star will not be mine, then it serves no purpose. Oh, she's casting Ultima again. She aims to obliterate the ethereal sea and stem the flow of life. She will do no such thing. Before the battle, La Habrea told me I was the key to finishing this. Although I am but an illusion, my soul has crossed aeons to find its home in another, one whose body Athena has seen fit to purloin as her own. Much of what I once was now resides in him. Should my memory seize this chance to follow suit, they may resound enough to awaken his mind. But Athena still inhabits him still. What will become of you? I don't know. But if I can rouse his soul, perhaps it will disrupt Athena's hold. It's the best chance we have. My whole life others have looked down upon me, but I've never given up searching for my purpose. Now I've found it. This decision is yours to make and yours alone. Do as you will, my son. I know you shall make me proud. Erechthonios, do not dare. No, stop this. Your words hold sway over me no longer. My life is my own, and I have found my true family. My power wanes. The vessel rejects me. So his past self merged with his present self, essentially, is what just happened. What is happening? Athena's magic should be... What is happening? Athena's magic should be infinite with no body to fuel them. Precisely. Athena was the sole force holding the space around Pandæmonium together, and now it crumbles. Although little would change if we were buried here, we cannot let this be Mance's final resting place. So what did we leave? What it just got left behind? Of all my miscalculations, to think that you would be my undoing, that you would even be capable of defying me. Ah, is there more you would say to me? Or have you decided to return to your dear mother's bosom? Have you brought Claudian back to me? Apologies, but I am only the dregs of your own memory. I can do naught but watch as the evil you've wrought collapses, burying you under its weight. How disappointing. Truly useless to the last. And who made me that way? Oh, her mask is... that's her mask right there, I forgot. That was fun. Questions, questions, and more questions. Why did Claudian set himself? What did he see? Oh, he'll be awake soon. At least on the surface project. Okay. Although Erechthonios was not but a collection of memories, I know his absence pains you. But he acted with resolve, full aware of the potential consequences. Let us look back on this moment not with sorrow, but with pride. You both are the heroes of the day. Athena's ambitions would have swallowed the world had you not stemmed their advance. We shall stay here, both to look over Professor Claudian and ensure that there are no further disturbances in the ethereal sea. You should rest, and I will not take no for an answer. Guided by the past. It seems we can do naught but wait. Perhaps we might discuss a matter that has been troubling me. While your colleague Neiji was enlightening us on the historical events which led to this era, she let slip the name of one of the Asians, La Habrea. Although she knew only of the figure from her research, she was most insistent that there was no evidence connecting the Asian to myself. Yet I am aware that this La Habrea used the heart of Sabik to sow chaos throughout your world, and I would be a fool to deny such strong connections between us. You're the only one present who has met the Asian in question, so I would ask you directly, are he and I one and the same? Is my fate to work in the shadows and bring about untold destruction? I cannot be certain. A diplomatic answer. I understand the Asians often use the bodies of others to enact their plots, so it is impossible to say who they truly are. These Asians, or Paragons I'm told, were ruthless in their schemes to rejoin the Sundered Worlds. I have heard but a small number of their deeds and still find it difficult to comprehend the depths of which they were willing to sink. To choose a path of evil, all for the sake of the star. I admit, 'tis a decision I would make under the right circumstances. Although the ages may take their toll, my devotion to my duty will never waver. Paying no heed to what might be lost, I will treat the heart of Sabik as a mere tool for my own ends. Never caring to look beyond the surface, I will unleash forces that I fail to truly comprehend, and remain blissfully ignorant of my hypocrisy all the while. Ah, it appears Claudian has awakened. Why am I doing that voice for Themis? It's not his voice. Mance, I have some faint memories of what transpired. You stood against Athena and won. And you were there too. La Habrea, Erecthonius' memories of you dwell within me still. Though through unyielding discipline you hoped to forge a son equal to yourself, but the crucible you placed him in left scars which were loath to heal. Yet you were never motivated by selfishness. All you did was in service of your duty. At the least, I will hear no more. Though you may possess Erecthonius' memories, you are not him. In rebirth, you have become someone else entirely, and you belong to this age. As such, I am your enemy, and an enemy does not deserve sympathy. Of course, I would never condone the actions of an Ascian, but you are not him. You are La Habrea of the Convocation. You spared no effort in saving us from Athena's machinations. For that you deserve the utmost praise, and my personal thanks. If you insist on deceiving yourself, then so be it. My stance remains unchanged. The most difficult of your trials is behind you, but you may find that Pandæmonium has yet to relinquish the last of its secrets. Among them is the identity of Hephaestus' liberator, who set the very first wheels in motion. There is but one place to find these answers: the past. However, I must insist that you keep silent about Athena's fate. While I doubt it would change the decisions I make, you should not tender us information we could not uncover ourselves. Now that I have said my piece, I shall follow in my son's footsteps. These odious memories will fade to nothing, as was always their fate. Farewell. Well met, my brave little spark. My time too draws near, but I believe I can stay long enough to see this matter through. You shall journey to the past to seek out the truth of La Habrea's words, yes? While Themis himself may have been there to see this encounter, I have the unique opportunity to hear your perspective on the matter. That is, of course, if you will share it with me. I look forward to it. I shall take in the ethereal sea one final time as I await your return. Alright, back to the past. Gotta get back to the past. Sorry about that, I was finding the music real quick. Oh, go away. Oh shit, it's her. Months. Truth be told, I thought you would have a little reason to ever visit this place again. It seems I was wrong. I'm looking for answers. How neatly you obfuscate your motivations. Do as you will, then. He has gone through the trouble to visit us, so I hardly think curtness is in order. We braved Pandæmonium together. Why not at least share with him our progress? I have relinquished control of Pandæmonium to La Habrea. I was never meant to hold it for long, and now such authority resides in rightful hands. With La Habrea's help, we have poured through Athena's research into the Hemithei. Thus, we were able to restore Hegemon's mind and body. Yet there is much work to be done. Damage to repair, keywords to replace, the tasks are too many to count. And although the path may be long, our progress is steady. I believe we can safely say that Pandæmonium will soon function as it did before. indeed. Before we reach that point, however, there are some matters which must be put to rest. One concerns Pandæmonium itself, and another is a personal matter. Until they are settled, I cannot move forward. It shall not take long. Lack of resolve caused me to delay, but I have chosen my course. These concerns must be weighty indeed. Do you intend to share your burdens with us? If you would bear witness, then come. Your arrival at this very moment almost beggars belief, but I shall not ask you to leave. I simply ask that you do not interfere, no matter what may happen. Stay here. This will be over soon. Why did you call me here, Master La Habrea? There is much to be done if the warders are to be freed. You have served within Pandæmonium since Athena's time, have you not? But that makes you the most senior keyword now that Anabaseios is gone. As such, you deserve to know a secret few others are privileged to hear. One concerning myself. Separating Hephaestus from myself required removing part of my soul. A necessary sacrifice, but one that came at no small cost to my natural talents. I am but a shadow of the man I was at the time of my appointment as La Habrea. I could never hope to will the same magics that Hephaestus used to bind the warders' minds, let alone break their shackles. That tone of defeat does not befit your voice, Master La Habrea. Do not give in to despair. There is no despair, only truth. I do not confide in you to garner cheap sympathy. Hephaestus left behind fascinating research. His conclusion was that in order to transform a vessel into Hematheos, absolute control over their mind was essential. As you well know, the magic used to achieve such dominion exploited strong emotions within their victims' hearts. In the case of Hesperos and Anabaseios, their respect for me. Upon slipping his bonds, Hephaestus took steps to throw Pandæmonium into chaos. Throw chaos into Pandæmonium? It's like, you just said the same thing twice, technically. With their attention divided, keyword and warder alike were easy targets. But there was an act that came before. Regardless of Hephaestus' prowess, he could not have won freedom on his own. For long days and nights I pondered who might have released him. I could only conclude that Athena's plans were set in motion long, long ago, when she claimed the mind of one of her admirers. Hegemon, none would question your pride in your position, your devotion to Pandæmonium. But you do not believe I am. But you do not believe I am the one fit to lead it, do you? Your loyalty lies not with my vision for Pandæmonium, but Athena's. Master La Habrea, whatever has spurred this sudden accusation? I assure you there is proper explanation. What are you doing, La Habrea? Do not approach. As I have already stated, even should I detect Athena's tinkering, I am currently powerless to dispel it. And so I have come to the decision. one which was made with the best interests of our star in mind. In order to build a better future, I require the strength I have lost. I must embrace these odious memories. Swipe your hand to the other side. And reveal the full mask. Yep. You will now bear witness to the true Lahabrea. Ah, rip. I cannot imagine this was an easy choice, but it is done. Is she alive? Yes, and she shall remember this lesson well. Athena's puppet no longer, I see. She may yet harbor ill will toward me, but that is a risk I am willing to take. Our star requires a steady hand to guide it, and now mine is equal to the task. I can no longer allow Pandæmonium to divert my focus. Hegemon, I would ask that you serve me anew. There is none other more suited to overseeing this prison, none other who will take such pride in their duty. My loyalty to Athena led me to betray you once before. Why would you allow me to keep the position of keyword? I require your talents, as I require Hephaestus's. The past is of no consequence. Very well. In honor of our fallen colleagues, I shall restore this institution to its former glory. Lahabrea is himself once more. He wields his authority without hesitation, and thinks not twice once his judgment is sounded. Yet he is different from Athena. He thinks only of the betterment of the star. So long as duty guides his actions, he shall not share her fate. And should his convictions ever waver, the emissary will set him back on the proper course. Good. If this is the path he chooses to walk, then I will walk with him. I will allow our bond to fray no farther. As his son, I will support him in the days ahead. I would not ask you to say the same, Mounts. You and I stand on peaks, separated by vast chasms. Our perspectives shall never align. And never shall one give way to the other, for such is our nature. With that in mind, let us consider any debts between us to be void. Before you leave here, mark well these words. My resolve shall weather loss unfathomable, and yield before no obstacle. Walk your path with the same conviction. Back to the future. There you are, Mance. While you were away, Themis brought me up to speed on all that happened while I was held prisoner. His story showed light upon my number of questions that were bothering at my... I don't want to accidentally say that wrong. At my conscience. Namely, those concerning the ethereal signature emanating from Az's law. Doubtless, its source was Athena, reaching out as far as she could from her prison, ever grasping for someone to take Erichthonios' place, grasping for the body his soul resided in. I wanted to ask, when you first found the crystal, were you unable to hear the memories stored within? Indeed, it was only after our research was well underway that I could hearken to its whispers. Contact with the crystal should have awakened the memories, but the passage of time likely changed Erichthonius' soul in subtle ways. Perhaps ethereal resonance was a gradual process in this case. However, being attuned to Erichthonius exposed you to Athena's voice, as well. Doubtless, the choice to venture forth into Az's law was not your own. It was Athena's influence working through you. I do not recall being strangely fixated on acting alone. I would never have encouraged such recklessness usually. Although the choice was not entirely my own, I am still ashamed of my actions. Reflection is how we plant the seeds of our growth, although we must not blame ourselves for the events out of our control. That the voice in the crystal belonged to the person from which your soul originated, well, not even the most brilliant researcher would come to that conclusion. Your reassurance means more than you know. Thank you. Now, one final matter. It concerns the very crystal whose discovery set this adventure in motion. Perhaps sparked by recent events, a new light began to shine from within its depths. From my experience, this may indicate that a new memory has floated to the surface, eager to be observed. For some time, the question of why La Habrea and Erichthonios would leave such a crystal behind in the first place has lingered in the back of my mind. With Erichthonios' memories and such magical talents as are at my disposal, I believe I can make this final memory manifest for us all to behold. Shall we witness it together? I leave this memory for you, the future of our star. The final days have come, and the creation magics we have so relied upon now hasten our downfall. But despair has not won out. La Habrea and the others of the Convocation are working to stem the chaos which threatens to engulf our star. Their plan requires great sacrifice. Elidibus, Themis, has already offered to give his life for our salvation. Yet, there is another problem which must be dealt with. Pandæmonium. Therein are confined our most vicious creations. Even should we survive the final days, it will take time to restore order. If Pandæmonium's cells were breached and their prisoners set upon the star, our hard-won peace would be obliterated in an instant. With someone must stay behind to ensure that never happens. With Themis and La Habrea otherwise indisposed, that responsibility falls to me. And that is why I must defy the directive of the Convocation. My soul will not be offered to manifest the will of the star, but instead consigned to eternal vigil. I know that in doing so, the final days may take me. I may not live to see my duty upheld. That is why I have resolved to set this crystal adrift in the tides of the underworld. It contains memories of Pandæmonium from both my father and I, and shall bear this warning to the future, even if I cannot. I have imbued the crystal with magics that will attract it to my essence. Even should I journey through the underworld and be born anew, this message will reach me. Pandæmonium shall not be left unattended. If all else fails, then perhaps another man like my dear friend will come along. One with the almost unnatural ability to pick up the scent of trouble. I wonder where he is now. How many souls has he saved, and how many beasts has he slain since last we met? Alongside my warning, this memory shall carry a wish. Mance, may we meet again. Now listen well. If anyone receives this message, you must come to Pandæmonium. Make haste. I repeat. Make haste. Well, that dispels the last of my doubts. Thank you for humoring me. And now we come to this. It survived. Yes, the heart of Sabik. The tie that bound Athena's memories to my body, no doubt. When I regained my senses, I found it on my person. Now it appears your efforts have left it bereft of memories. No trace remains of Athena. However, its power as Aurosite yet remains, and it may prove to be a valuable trove of knowledge in the hands of the right researcher. I feel that fate has left it with me for a reason. I shall take my leave, but on behalf of my colleagues, nay, the entire star, I thank you both for putting an end to Athena's wickedness. It was all Athena's fault all along, you mean, Careless?
I see. Then Hephaestus' story has been laid
Voice acting?
bare, as has the nature of our mysterious crystal. The questions which led us into Pandæmonium are answered, and soon order shall be restored.
This is the first time a cutscene in a major side quest has been voice acted, to my knowledge.
I too can fade away, unburdened by regret. I could not have reached this point without you, friend. So many revelations. But there are more, if you would dig a little deeper. Elidibus's soul was plucked from the ethereal sea, and from it I was wrought. Surely you have a passing interest in what I remember, in what I feel.
So, people have been wondering... Okay, I've been hearing theories before this came out that, oh, Elidibus' soul will return in this tier. And I've also heard other people be like, no, it's over in the first. He died in the first, so his soul is over in the first. I want to point out, Hydaelyn brought Minfilia and Hades' soul from the first over to the source. Who's to say that she didn't do it with Elidibus as well? She died after Elidibus died, like fully died. So there was enough time for Hydaelyn to have brought Elidibus over as well. Anyway, I'm going to keep going because that's probably what's getting about to be confirmed or something. That's just my theory. That's just been my working theory since.
You deserve what answers I can provide. While my memories of Pandæmonium are clear, all else is hazy at best. Perhaps Athena made me this way. Or perhaps it is the result of who or what I was before. Still, I can recall vague figures, scenes from my future and your past. At the Crystal Tower's peak, we clash. And later, from that self-same spire, I send you forth into our age, into Elpis. Why do I decide on such a course? Formless as these images are, I cannot say. However, I can hazard a guess. Somewhere within my fragmented memories, I catch a glimpse of our journey into Pandæmonium. A glimpse which shows not the path we took or the destination where it led us, yet by its very presence demands that you are required in Elpis. And even if that act is but one link in the chain of events which ends in Atheris' salvation, then this all has meaning. Our time together, every moment, is worthwhile. And I am unburdened by regret. That said, it is possible my motivations become something else entirely. That you would cross this vast expanse in the hopes of being reunited with your allies. A devotion that once would have baffled me. But after having been to the depths of that twisted prison and back, I think I can understand. Now, I have pulled back the curtain as far as I dare. The people of your age call this the Ethereal Sea, a name I quite enjoy, for it teems with life, each star a soul on its journey. And among these uncountable stars, it was yours that crossed my path. For that, I shall be forever grateful. I wish you well on your journey. A journey as long as your star is bright. A journey not bound by the confines of this world or any other. fascinating. The truths that dwell at the edge of sleep. The course of history is set by its victors. It is immutable, and yet... Should this star continue upon its path, look, the light.
Well, welcome back, mates. I hope you said farewell to Themis for me. Recent events have given me only a new focus for my research, but also insight into my own origins. Truly, 'tis a gift I could never hope to repay. As Lahabrea said, I am not Erechthonios, yet I bear a part of him inside me, and I shall do what I can to follow the traces he has left behind in the present day. A spark has been struck in my mind. I'm sorry, that scene is still kind of getting to me. I'm ready to pursue my research with a fervor, the likes of which I have not since my youth. Doubtless I shall have need of you in the days and moons ahead. When that time comes, I only hope that you will once again lend me your sound counsel. Until then, may you fare well. Awesome jail, great job. Well, my health has my health has naturally broken 6 digits. Well, that was Pandæmonium. That was Pandæmonium. Pandæmonium is done. Hey Merlot. Thank you for the anniversary thing. I just finished with Pandæmonium. The Pandæmonium story. Yeah. Hydrate, yeah. Yeah, emotional damage is kind of just the phrase to go for right now, is just emotional damage. It was a great send-off. It was a great final send-off to Shadowbringers, I'll say that. I'll just say that. But what? Who should I raid? I'll raid Ethan. Ethan is doing the new extreme rare trial. So he's doing the Ethan's doing the extreme version of the new trial. So if you don't want to be spoiled that, then look away. My phone is going off, which is perfect timing, honestly. Ah! Hush, you. Okay. So, yeah, go say hi to Ethan. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll catch you all around. Ta-ta.